Hi everyone. Are you looking for some new Excel formulas or new Excel options? Do let me know in comments. I'll cover it in my upcoming videos. So in today's session, let's cover group by. Are you tired of using pivot tables? It is so boring and repetitive. You want to try something different to get the same output? You can try a formula called group by. It works exactly similar to the pivot table and it's a formula instead of a separate option in the Excel. So let's see how to use this group by option is equal to group by. So if you know pivot table, there are four fields: row, value, header, and then filters. So same options: row, value, what function you want to do, and then filter. All the options are available. So we'll see one by one. First thing, row field. Which row you want to get it in the rows column. So I want to get region in the rows column. So I'll select from the header region, and in the values what you want. I want to get the total cost. So I'll select total cost and then which function you want to do. Whether you want to add the numbers or you want to multiply, count, or whatever it is. So just like Excel, you can choose based on the requirement. So I'm selecting sum for the moment and then field headers. So in the selected data, whether do you have field headers or not? If you don't have, select no. From here, all these fields are not mandatory. It's all optional fields. So you can choose to give or not to give. So here we will see what options we have. First of all, uh, first one, do you have headers or not? If you don't have headers, just click no. Do you have headers, but you don't want to show? Click on one. There's no header, but you want to generate the header. Then click two. There are headers and you want to see them. So in that case, click three. Let's see one by one. So 0. If I say there are no headers, it considers the header region also as a normal text. That's why it's in the middle. But if I say there are headers, but don't show. So if I click 1, the region will be gone because region is the header and that is not shown. And if I say there are no headers, but generate. So region won't be considered as header. It will create a new header based on the data. Row field 1, value 1. And if I click 3, which is actually there are headers and show it, which is the ideal for our scenario. We have headers and I want to see that headers. Next option, total depth. Till what level you want to add up the numbers. No totals. If you don't want total, just click on no totals. If you want grand total, 1. Grand and subtotals. Grand totals at top and grand and subtotals at top. So in this scenario, we have only one data, so you don't get subtotals. So let's take one more cell, the region and rep. Now we will get subtotals as well. So if I click on 2, I'll get grand and subtotals. I'm seeing central. This is a subtotal for central. This is the subtotal for east. And this is subtotal for west. And there's a grand total. If you don't want to see any of this, you can just update the formula accordingly. No totals, nothing will be shown. Only the values will be shown. If you want to see only totals, click on 1. So based on the requirement, you can choose it. And then sort order. Do you want to sort your data up A to Z or Z to A or smallest to largest? In that case, you can give this sort order. I'm not giving any sort. Filter array. Do you want to apply any filters for this particular data? So let's see how to apply the filter. So I'm selecting this item as a filter now. The entire array is selected equal to, if this filter, for example, pencil. I'm saying filter this particular data if it is a pencil. If it is not pencil, just ignore that. So now the total is 19,627. If I change this, the total has reduced to 2,135. So let's see, pencils total 2,135, which is exactly the same. So all the functions work exactly similar to the pivot. Instead of using that as a separate option and separate sheet, you can just put it in a single formula. So let's see one more case is equal to group by row fields. Now instead of going for numbers, let's see text in the values. If it is a text, we don't have some percentage, all these functions are disabled because for text it won't work. If you give, it'll show the output as an error. So let's see two formulas, array to text and concat. Array to text will give you each word separated by a comma and space. So in central, we have Kivel, we have Zaden. Each word is separated by a comma and a space. Instead of that, if you go for the other option concat, it will just add all the data without any spaces and commas. So that's the only difference between both. If you want to see uh, commas and spaces, go for array to text. If you don't want that, just go for this. And here if you see region is coming at the bottom. So let's change that also. I have field headers and I want to see that. So region and that, and these are the, for central, we have all these names available. I know it's duplicate. If you don't have duplicates, it will come only the exact numbers. If you have duplicates, it will show all the names available for that particular field. So this is how the group by function will work. If you have any questions, do let me know in comments. Thank you.